Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for an exhilarating ride because we have an earth-shattering revelation coming your way. But before we unleash this game-changing news, I have an urgent request for you. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel and activate those notifications. Trust me, you don't want to miss a single second of the mind-blowing updates we have in store for you. This news has the potential to reshape everything. Now, let's dive into the world of the Toronto Maple Leafs, where we have an intriguing story that will keep you on the edge of your seat. It's time for the Maple Leafs to make a move, to shake things up and make a bold statement. General Manager Brad Treliving is ready to dive into the trade waters and test his mettle against the Sharks of the NHL. The Maple Leafs' defensive core is in need of a reset, and the opportunity has presented itself with the San Jose Sharks and their star defenseman, Erik Karlsson. The Sharks and Karlsson have agreed to explore trade options this summer, and the Maple Leafs should make a strong offer to see where it takes them. Hold on tight, Leafs Nation, as we present a trade proposal that will leave you breathless. The Maple Leafs trade Matt Murray, Timothy Liljegren, Topi Niemela, and Roni Hirvonen to the Sharks for Erik Karlsson, with 50% salary retained. This is no easy task for Treliving, stepping into the shoes of the renowned Kyle Dubas. But if he wants to make a splash in the trade market, he'll need to prioritize quantity over quality and forego draft picks. It's a daunting challenge, to say the least. Imagine adding a 100-point defenseman like Karlsson to the lineup. He has proven that he still possesses incredible skill, and with his smooth skating style, he can continue to dominate well into his contract. The Sharks would retain half of his salary, resulting in a manageable cap hit for the Maple Leafs. Acquiring a top-pairing defenseman who can contribute 100 points, even on a struggling team, would be an absolute steal. Picture Karlsson running the power play alongside the likes of Austin Matthews, John Tavares, Mitch Marner, and William Nylander. The offensive firepower would be off the charts, and anything less than a top-3 finish in the league would be a disappointment. With assistant coach Spencer Carberry now behind the bench in Washington, the Leafs' power play setup will undergo significant changes. Having Karlsson as the quarterback would be a sight to behold. This trade would provide the Maple Leafs with another elite offensive weapon. The Blue Line's offensive production was inconsistent last season, but Karlsson's inclusion would bring stability and creativity. Don't be fooled into thinking he's solely a power play specialist. He collected an impressive 74 points at even strength in the 2022-23 season. But what would the Sharks gain from this trade? Well, they have their sights set on acquiring another goalie, and landing a two-time Stanley Cup champion in Murray would be a wise move. He's not only a reclamation project but could also attract interest from other teams at next season's trade deadline. Furthermore, Liljegren, a young defenseman with immense potential, would be a significant addition for Sharks GM Mike Grier. With the playing time he deserves, Liljegren could take a huge leap forward, potentially amassing 50 points next season. While losing Liljegren would be a momentary setback for the Maple Leafs, the acquisition of Karlsson would be an enormous upgrade. Murray, on the other hand, becomes expendable with Ilya Samsonov expected to re-sign and Joseph Woll under a cost-effective contract for the next 2 seasons. Considering Toronto's limited cap space and the presence of their third-string goalie eating up a significant portion of the budget, Treliving will need to get creative to bolster the team. This trade proposal could be the solution they've been searching for. Morgan Rielly, Jake McCabe, T.J. Brodie, and Mark Giordano are likely safe, given their value and connections to Treliving. Luke Schenn could still return, and Connor Timmins doesn't carry much trade value. Meanwhile, Liljegren's stock is at an all-time high after an impressive season and standout performances for Team Sweden at the World Championships. It's the perfect opportunity for the Leafs GM to capitalize on his trade value. If the Sharks are willing to retain 50% of Karlsson's salary, the Maple Leafs should seize this opportunity with both hands. Centering the trade around Liljegren and a couple of high-end prospects, while shedding Murray's contract, would be a masterstroke by Treliving. It's time for the Maple Leafs to make a splash in shark-infested waters. What an incredible time to be a fan. Now, I turn to you, our valued viewers. What are your thoughts on this electrifying possibility? Share your opinions in the comments below. And remember, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and activate those notifications. We have more thrilling stories and groundbreaking news coming your way. Stay tuned, Toronto Maple Leafs fans, because we're about to challenge your perceptions and ignite your passion for the game.